well, I wasn't feeling the 54, so we've moved that one over as a winter project. This car is fairly solid, and well, it needs work. I don't even know why. I just feel I want to fart around with this one for a little while, do something different. So, what I'm going to do is drag this one in and see what we got to do. Should be pretty straightforward. I just want to make a driver out of it for the heck of it and not mess it up. So I don't actually plan to chop this one or anything. I have another Monarch out in the front yard that's pretty hammered. So that one I'll probably like customize the beans out of. I think I'd like to make that one a two-door and all those nice things. This one I got some new fenders with it. So I'm thinking that's the plan. We're just gonna slam a motor in and go see what happens. Hopefully I have all the parts that I need. I'll have to go through everything. I'm basically gonna go bring it in the shop and get to assess it. It has a small block in it, but it's not mounted. I actually do have the original flathead for this one, but it's mounted in my Roadster and I'm not about to take that one out. So, as much as you people are going to hate it, I think I'm just going to throw an LS and stuff in this one. But not for the reason you'd think. It's mostly because I want my command start stuff in the winter. I've been actually trying to source a Ford motor, but man, they're like expensive. The whole vehicles, I'm going to have to buy a vehicle for like $1,500 just for a motor, which is like bananas in my eyes. And I can just buy an LS off the kid for pennies on the dollar. So that's my plan. I'm just going to do, because I think there's a 5.3 with a 60E in a truck that I can get from him. And we're just going to run it with everything on here. That's the plan. As much hate as there is, the day I ever decide to sell this, somebody's more than welcome to put whatever motor they want in it. But I'm going to use what I got. There's lots of parts with this car, but let's bring in the shop and see what I got to find and what I got to get. I do have some fenders and a spare hood and some other stuff, but yeah, let's pull her in the shop first and see what's going on, what we got to do. well, we boogied around, basically rummaged through parts. Not 100% if they're all for this car, but I'm guessing that was the alternator for it. That's some random, I guess kind of like electrical stuff. This might be, I don't even know if I'm missing a headlight ring or not. I'm missing both of them. Okay, well I have one. The one thing I did not find though was front hood hinges and the bracketry, and the rear trunk hinges are missing. So that's kind of a bummer. I checked my parts car, it does not have trunk hinges, so I don't know if that's a common thing that goes bad on these cars or what. And it does have front ones, but I'm hoping I don't have to use them. The trunk isn't terrible. We got a spare set of these, I guess they call them elephant ears or something for the front, which is cool because I need them for my other car. And it has the Merc lights here, so the taillights are there. There's a spare heater, 2 spare steering boxes, so that's pretty cool. So I mean overall that's okay, just gotta get cleaned out. This is like everything brake part related, so it does have a new master. There's a rebuild for a master kit here. I don't know if it's this one or not. We've got a whole bunch of wheel cylinders. In this bin we have brakes, so I think we're kind of winning in all that thing. We got new hoses and stuff, so I don't know. U-joint, I don't know if any of that was just for the conversion for the GM in there or not. Some headlights, battery trays, we got some stuff there, so cool. So we might have everything to do brakes, so we might just start on that. There's some steering parts in there. The car, the guy I got it from, he was starting to move the glass over. He has some factory tinted glass. So this side's in. I know the driver's side isn't done. It's got a new windshield, and somewhere here there's a rubber for the windshield, so that's a win. I don't know if all the trim is in there. I might have to steal that from the other car. But, because this glass is, I think this is the original glass. Or not. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't fit. It's a piece of glass anyways. The car did come with some outer rockers, so they're probably aftermarket and they're going to suck. But that's okay. There's a small block sitting in here, but I don't want to use it. I want to be able to, as much as some of you are going to cringe, in the winter, I like my command start. So that is the plan. Unfortunately, I can't find a good Ford motor that's like affordable. So I have another LS, so that's what's going to go in here. So yeah, everybody that's going to cringe, have at her. That's what's going to happen. No biggie. Down whatever I decide I ever want to sell the car, somebody can put whatever motor they want in there. It's not a big deal, because it's not going to get butchered up for that. It'll just have a modified some mounts and things like that. The firewall's already been cut for this thing, so we'll have to figure out the fuel system, things like that. It doesn't have the original seat, but it's got a pretty nice one. It looks like it's a bench seat out of a truck or a station wagon or something. I noticed it's missing the glove box and the radio delete thing, or the speaker grill. So I have to dig around. I'm pretty sure I have spares of both. So, because like I say, I have another parts car like this that I really don't want to cannibalize. It's a 4-door as well. It is the Canadian Mercury, so it has the different grill and stuff. So I know a lot of the Americans, this is like different. The bumpers are bigger. There's it's got the cool trim on the side. This is Monarch. Yeah, I think that was like a Canadian thing. So we have that. We got a couple spare fenders with the car and another hood. I don't know why. The original hood seems pretty good. And again, I'd have no plans to chop this car or nothing, because like the doors are just, oops, spoke too soon, but they open and close like butter, just bananas. So I'm not gonna wreck any of that. Nope, not this one. Other than disgracing it with an LS, I guess. Anyways, let's lift it up, see how bad it is underneath. I'm pretty sure I got floor patches and some stuff to do, but it should be pretty quick and simple. It'll probably just get a blotchy paint again, because I do dig how the weirdness is going on all over the place with it. The paint's flaking off and stuff. Because I'm a weirdo and I think that's cool. All right, let's have a little look. We've had a little break. Somebody came over. We've been kind of dealing with that. Anyways, back to the car. So I've noticed here, which is like worrying me, I don't have this, whatever the stock diff is in here, which is like I'm totally fine with. Maybe not. That definitely does not sound good. Why would I even do that in the drum? I see this. Oh. Alright guys, we are probably not going to use this rear end. Yuck. Okay, anyways. We have new rockers. Looks like somebody used some eaves trough here or some house gutter or some stuff. It's all the old screwed on there. She's pretty cherry, not a big deal. We're gonna deal with the inside, build some inner. It's kind of weird, eh? It seems like it has a double inner structure. I don't know if that's really that important. Although, I don't know if this is double lipped. So yeah, we got some weirdness we'll have to deal with. Not a big deal. Floors. There is no fuel tank. So I have to see how that all jives. Figure that part out. I'll see if I can get one at Rock Auto or something. But yeah, we gotta do the outer rockers for sure. There's a little bit of inner rocker, but all the body boxes are actually nice, so that's cool. We'll just have to scab some stuff over this. And then we have, nothing seems loose in the front, but we've got weight on it, so that's kind of hard to tell. Idler. Yeah, we're gonna go through everything. But I'm gonna rock all the stock stuff. Not a big deal. It'll be fine. It had a V8 in it, so it should be okay. I'm just putting like probably a 4.8 or something small in it. Not a big deal. Not a problem. The rest of the car looks pretty solid though. Pretty happy with that. Look at the size of these shocks. You have no idea, like, holy, compared to the Chevy. Is this car just that heavy? I don't understand. Dyna, eh? I should be smart and pickle these things, so when I try to change this diff out, I guess I'm going to try to find a 9-inch or something like that. Well, I could probably use those 7.5s. I'm doing really nothing crazy with this car. That's the bananas part. I just want to drive it. So, all right, I need the Ford big bolt. I want to keep all my wheels the same. So I might have to find a 9-inch of some kind. I want all my wheels just to be the same. We're going to fix a few of the dents, but not really body work, and we're just going to bang them out as good as we can. Fix up the little bit of rusty bits, and call her a day. Is that a piece of wood? Oh my goodness, that is freaking awesome. Look at that. That is phenomenal. That is awesome. Holy. So I have new fenders, or better fenders anyways. Whether I replace them or I'm just going to cut the bottom off because I'm kind of lazy and that might be the easier for me to do. So I got to do both sides. We'll see how the rest of the fender is. And if it makes sense, then I guess I'll just do it. But so we got to do those. We got to do the rockers. We got to do the inner rockers. We got to do some floor work. We got to, I don't know what's loose, what's not loose. Oh, yeah, e-brakes are, oh, that one's not. This one is though. Oh no, this one's loose too. That's cool. So I gotta find a diff, hopefully with the same bolt pattern. I'm gonna pull this motor and tranny out because I am not gonna use this. I want command start come winter time, so. We got our outer rockers. Well, we kind of got a game plan. I think what I'm going to do right now, though, I'm going to pull that motor out. That motor and trans, I don't even know what that is. It's probably a 305. And I'm kind of thinking that motor is going to make its way into the Studebaker. Just, I don't know, for the heck of it, right? Something. It runs, it drives, I can goof it around on the track. That's kind of the idea. Cost me no money. We'll just use that junk and be done with it. But I do have to grab that other motor out of the truck. We're going to need that set up. But we got some work to do before that even matters, so let's just get this thing out and we'll get a feel with what else we got going on here. Well, that was easy as pie. It's kind of a crappy saying. Anyways, that came out really easy. I'm going to probably just file that over in the corner for now. Because at some point I'm going to drag that Studi back in and I'll just slam this thing in there for the heck of it. We'll use that as our mock-up motor and possibly the one we're going to run, I don't know, for the heck of it this year. Yeah, this car had a lot of weird stuff with it. We were trying to figure out, Buddy and I, what a lot of this stuff was because it had these weird locks in it. There's one there. I think there was one on the trunk. There was even on the filler. He had a cap on here that I guess you could put a lock on it. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, I remember when I first did the video up, somebody had commented, and I cannot find the email or the message, but he was telling me the story on it, and I'm hoping I got it right, but it was in Saskatchewan. I guess he knew it. I think it was a school bus driver that owned it, or was it a teacher? I don't remember. But he was, I guess, a grumpy feller, and the kids didn't like him, and they would always vandalize his car and steal his battery and do other stuff, so he got all these locks and stuff put on his car. I think he said he had a second battery somewhere in case they fiddled with something that he could start it. I don't know. It's kind of a funny story, but anyways, let's get this thing up. I'm going to pull all the wheels off because I'm starting to think, or I'm wondering, if maybe all that rattly noise in the back is all the brake bits have been taken out and that's why I have all the parts in a bin. Maybe the diff is savable yet. If I can figure out how to bolt onto that flange. Alrighty, well, we pulled everything off. I don't know why this side doesn't have a drum on it, but it doesn't. So I'll have to find that. I'm guessing I have all the shoes, and I think I have the hardware to rebuild all the wheel cylinders. That's what it looks like from here. And that's probably this bag, along with the master cylinder. I thought this was for the car, but it is not. So we got some riveted shoes, which is fine. And it looks right. Looks the part. So I think we're good there. We got shoes. We got wheel cylinders. Well, there's some wheel cylinders as well. I don't know if they're for this car or not. We got some good U-bolts, but I don't think these are long enough. Heck no. And I don't know. I took it apart. There's nothing wrong, but it feels a little crunchy on this side. So I'm thinking what I was hearing is maybe a bad wheel bearing, which is not terrible, but it still has that oddball yoke U-joint in the front there. I don't know what the deal is with that. So I gotta look this up. Unfortunately, I'm looking on Rock Auto and it's like, it doesn't look like a lot of parts are available, because I think I gotta do kingpins and this idler arm is bad here. And they don't list any of those parts, so I'm thinking I'm going to be having some problems trying to source stuff out. But I should be able to do the master. You can see everything was just basically cut off this car, so I couldn't even try to put the clutch back in if I wanted. I don't even have the bits. But that don't matter. We're going to throw a 60E with a 4.8 or whatever that motor is in here. It should just clear everything, I'm hoping. Oil pan? I don't know. We'll find out. Seeing how things have been kind of horrendously cut anyways, we can just mount the motor higher. Be out of the way. I mean, that would be the ideal thing, but then I can't put command start in it, and that would just suck. That would suck come winter time. Alright, well then. I'm gonna have to source out parts and figure out what I gotta do. Because I don't really plan on changing out the front end. To me, that's fine for what I'm using this car for. So, we will, I guess, we are internet bound here and trying to find stuff. So I guess that's where I am going to leave this one. So as always, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.